Yahala Voice presents Be Inspired with Lena Tleib, brought to you by Tazkiya Center.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Peace and blessings be upon you all. My name is Lena Tleib, live on Yahala Voice. Our first quote of the day is by Gandhi, when he states, "Be the change you wish to see in the world." And when you hear this quote, weighs really heavy, and a lot of people point the finger to see the change of the world, and they want people to actually make the change. They want, say, for example, the father of the home to make the change. They want the president of the country to make the change. But in reality, the change needs to come from each and every one of us. The second quote talks about your life does not get better by chance, it gets better by change. A lot of people expect change and good to come straight to their door. And in reality, you have to work hard, plan, and prepare, and then leave the rest to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You have to actually work hard and set goals and try to attain them. Yes, subhanAllah, there is times where we have a plan and it doesn't get executed right away, because we have a plan while Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has a plan, so we have to go according to Allah's plan. The next quote of the day comes from a verse in the Quran from Surah Al-Ra'd, verse 11.
له معقبات من بين يديه ومن خلفه يحفظونه من أمر الله إن الله لا يغير ما بقوم حتى يغيروا ما بأنفسهم وإذا أراد الله بقوم سوءا فلا مرد له وما لهم من دونه من وال.
For everyone from among you, there are angels replacing one another in front of him and behind him, who guard under him the command of Allah. Surely Allah does not change the condition of the people unless they change themselves. And this in this commentary of this verse, it says that Allah has appointed the angels who accompany every person. One, firstly, to guard him against injury that's not destined for him, and secondly, to watch over his deeds and record them. The quote that comes with this verse says, everybody wants to change the world, but nobody wants to change. And I've seen that in several organizations, several businesses, even in your own home. Everybody wants peaceful life, people want happiness, people want everything to go smooth sailing, pretty much on the straight path, but yet they don't understand that they could be part of the problem. So I would say, look at yourself, reflect on yourself constantly, what you think, what you do, how you do it, what you say, and that should help you be the change that you want to see. In another quote, it says, don't change so that people will like you. And he continues on saying, change so that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will love you. When we talk about change or planning on changing, it's important not to make changes for people, because ultimately people are imperfect and there's no way in the world that you will be able to satisfy all the people. So the best thing to do is to aim your change towards Allah and what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will love from you. And then you will get a domino effect. You will, one, get Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's love. Two, once you get Allah's love, He tells the angels to love you. And then after he tells the angels to love you, they descend to the world, and they have the people of the dunya love you. So instead of just aiming for the people, I would aim higher than that. I would aim to your priority. I would aim to your Lord, and then all the other loves will come from that. The next quote that we're going to talk about is from Yasir al-Qadri. He says, we cannot change the past to write a better beginning, but we can work for the future and strive for a better ending. I wanted to look at change in another angle. I want people to understand that we all have pasts. We all have mistakes. We all do things that we weren't supposed to do. But the best thing is to learn from those mistakes. God did not create us perfect, and if He were to create us perfect, He would destroy us and create another generation that will make mistakes and but then go back to Him. And that's the most important thing, is that when you make a mistake, you recognize that you make that mistake, you learn from that mistake, and you turn to your Lord in repentance. So do not allow your past to predict your future. Again, do not allow your past to predict your future, because you shouldn't stay in the same route. You want to make a change. The last quote that we will talk about is, yesterday I was clever, so I wanted to change the world. And today I am wise, so I am changing myself. So you cannot hold the whole world in your hands and make a change. It's almost impossible. But you do have something that's possible. The possible thing is that you can change yourself. And that quote was by Jalaluddin Rami. I wanted to conclude with saying that we do need to be the change that we want to see in the world. We cannot point fingers out there in the world to every person but ourselves. So I am advising everybody, including myself, instead of pointing outward, point inward and change yourself. I would like to conclude with a short dua to help us make it easy, because we need Allah in all we do. Oh Allah, you are the creator, you are our maker, and you are our shaper. Through your help, mercy, and guidance, allow us to change for the good and recognize our shortcomings for ourselves, for our families, for our friends, our community, and our faith. Make our change easy and consistent. Allow our change to bring us closer to you and to your beloved Prophet Muhammad ﷺ. Grant us wisdom in the thoughts that we think, in the words that we say, in the actions we do, and the choices we make. O Allah, protect us from the whispers of Satan and grant us true success in this world and the next. Allahumma ameen. Subhanallahumma bihamdik. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa ant. Astaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. From Yahala Voice, this was Be Inspired, hosted by myself, Lena Tleib. Thank you for listening, and be sure to share this with your family and your friends. Assalamu alaikum.